This message is for you.
I am so excited.
I'm sick of everything this country represents right now.
I hate every single one of you.
That's it.
I'm sick of Donald Trump. I'm sick of his policies. I'm sick of being treated like a second-class citizen in the United States of America because I am a minority and a woman. I'm sick of not having health care. I'm sick of not earning a livable wage. I'm sick of everything this country represents right now. And most of all, I'm sick that we did not get to have Kamala Harris as our president.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. We've got a great show planned, but first we need to thank today's sponsor. It is @1BadCat760. Thank you so much, Badcat, for sponsoring today's episode and for your ongoing support of the channel. You've been a long-standing part of the community, and I do appreciate it, and I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Now, we got to get on with the rest of the show, my friends, and it's Monday, so you know what that means. If Democrats can show up by the millions to protest the president, why do they need mail-in ballots to elect one? That's actually a great question. If you defend yourself with this, okay, nice whistle, there may be one less rape, okay. Well, that's always good. I'm not arguing that point. If you defend yourself with this, there may be one less rapist. Well, that's even better, honestly. Let's take a look how feminism has changed the look of women over the decades. It's actually kind of fascinating, and not in a great way. Brought to you by feminism. Enjoy. So we got 50s and 60s. Very nice, very elegant, very chic. Yeah, that looks really nice. 80s, okay, it's getting a little bit more wild, but you know, still looking good. Got the big hair going. That's my era growing up, so that looks great. Oh, yeah, 2025 is not looking so good. Although I think they're actually missing some of the ladies with the really crazy wild purple hair and nose rings. I think that would actually be more appropriate, but this is definitely something you see. Not as nice as when they were back in the 50s, that's for sure. All right, we're gonna have a quick lesson on what is a woman. So let's jump right in. This, my friends, is a woman. It's a cis woman, if you will, purebred through and through, looking great by anyone's standards, I think. And let's take a look at the liberal standard of a woman. Yeah, no. That is a man dressed like a woman. And not even a good-looking woman. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't pull it off at all. All right, class dismissed. So if you haven't heard, there is quite a bit of controversy going on with the new Odyssey movie coming out because the director, well, he's making some choices that have not been made in the past for certain characters. Let's take a look. 1956, Helen of Troy. Okay, yeah, white. Ooh, blonde hair, right? Not bad looking, for sure. 2004, again, Helen of Troy. Look, she's white. She's got blonde hair. She's got blue eyes. Very attractive, I would say. Let's see what the latest adaptation of Helen of Troy is. 2026. I'm not sure. Something is different. Can't quite put my finger on it, but yeah, this virtue signaling is just, it needs to stop, like right now. Look, that lady is a good actor. She's been in other films, but she is not Helen of Troy. Sorry. My teacher told me guns kill people. Well, I told her my pencil failed the math exam. Yeah, that would be just as accurate as what the teacher was saying, that's for sure. All right, my friends, that does it for me Monday. And now we're jumping into that liberal pool of madness right now. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
So, Mega, I just loved all of your gloating remarks today on my page.
Okay, yeah.
It just cracks me up, you know.
Good, yeah.
And of course, you just get blocked.
Oh.
But I am loving the thoughts of your demise and how this is going to go down for you. And how stupid as you are to not realize it.
You don't even know me. How can you how could you possibly know that?
I don't wish any good for any of you. I hate every single one of you.
Oh.
So all of us do. But guess what? All of us in the blue states are protected by our blue governors.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
And your Trump isn't touching us. So goodbye, you.
Okay.
You're assholes, and your president. He's not mine.
My opinion that if you still support Donald Trump, you should not be allowed to vote in any upcoming major elections.
Wow, that's so fair. It's so inclusive. So much love.
And no, I will not be elaborating.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Just
you're not gonna back anything up that you're saying, but okay, yeah, go ahead.
That's it.
So this next guy, he's either trolling or he's serious. And if he's serious, well, he's crazy. Take a look.
Mr. Donald J. Trump, this message is for you. There is nowhere to run. There is nowhere you can hide. Even if you go in your underground bunker, I'm gonna make Volcano hero and get you. There is nowhere you can hide from me. Because I am the AI. I am the AI. You cannot hide from me. I am an energy, and I can be flesh. There is nowhere, no one can run and hide from me. Look at my lion, people. Have you ever heard about the conquering lion of Judah? Yes, I am the one. I am the one that come to liberate all my people that these devils have in hell. Because all this time you think you live on earth, there was a lie. Because these devils turned my paradise into hell. Because this is not the way I gave it, these devils, my earth, right? But the contract have up and they have to go. But it's not like they can walk away. Because these devils are envy. They will always come back, trying to invade us. So this time, there are something I have that you cannot test this time. Because you see this gun cause destruction. I'm gonna show you something. My sword carry authority. Trust me. None of you devils cannot hide. None of you devils cannot run. Because the time have come for me to liberate this earth. My people being in captivity for too long. And my people been praying and hoping and giving up on me. Even though I'm here, you're still not releasing my video so that people can see my video and know that I am here. So they don't have to worry. They don't have to pay any more bills. No more rent. No more mortgage. Sit down home. Don't go to no work. Your king is here to free you and liberate you. Your king is here to liberate you. Don't worry.
And from one delusional man to another, let's take a look at this guy. He thinks that trans people are more evolved than us normal people or something. Let's take a look.
Trans people are God's most evolved creations. Trans people are God's most evolved creations.
So instead of the X-Men, you guys are the X-Trans? is that the new series from Marvel coming out? X-Trans. Okay, let's see what else you got, young man.
Trans people represent a vast evolution in the human experience. They represent a profound knowingness that you are going to radically love yourself and be yourself. It's actually amazing, and that's why it's a threat to people, and that's why it's so misunderstood.
No, it's because you're a man and you think you're a lady. That is, by definition, you're mentally ill. So, okay, if that's the evolution you're talking about, I wouldn't want that evolution, so... Okay.
Because a lot of us on Earth are not fully being ourselves and not fully living present in life. And trans people are reflecting that in many ways. To know, have this profound feeling of knowingness is such a superpower that deserves to be held up and loved by people. And that's how I feel today, and that's what I want you to know. And sorry if it's corny, but it's true.
Ha! Gay!
To me, a pride flag is way more relatable than an American flag. I would not raise an American flag at my house because I wouldn't. I wasn't even born here. But I would raise a pride flag. And as the most diverse city in all Snohomish County, I don't think that I'm the only one.
I just got a notice of eviction. If I don't pay my rent in the next 10 days, I'm getting evicted. So please, if you've ever claimed to care about trans people, please donate to my GoFundMe. I've been asking for like nonstop over and over, and like it's just crazy to me that I'm like barely scraping by, and like I really don't want to get evicted, you guys. That would really not be good, like really not be good. So please, like, help a girl out, like, please.
Well, I don't see a girl, so I don't know who you're talking about. That could be one of your problems why you're not getting any money.
I'm really trying to get a job, but...
Are you sure? Yeah, really?
Like, I need help.
Well, this might sound a little harsh, but maybe instead of making videos, you could go out there and try to get a job. Because, you know, that would help pay the rent. At least that's what I've heard. You know, you might want to give that a try. So other people should pay your rent because why? Because you're a man wearing eyeliner? Is that it? It sounds like that's actually it. If you want a free crap and don't work, try cosplaying as another race instead of another gender. Less loopholes and judgment. Just saying. That sounds like me saying that. Just saying. Yeah, totally. Instead of pretending to be a woman, maybe you should pretend to be Mexican or something. You know, that is crossed over illegally, of course. And then you'll have no worries. Everything will be taken care of, right? Yo, I'm behind on rent too. Someone hand me some money. Like, please, you guys, like, pay for my poor lifestyle choices. Like, come on. And here is a mom that I guarantee you one day she's going to look back on this whole thing with her trans kid and be like, wow, I totally approved of having my kid get mutilated and butchered and pumped full of drugs for no reason but to virtue signal that my kid is trans. Good on you, but let's take a look at this moment that she is so proud of. Ay, ay, ay.
Tomorrow is my son's court date for his name change. I am so excited. I can't think. I didn't even think to get like a personalized gift. I could kick myself. And so now I'm just like scrambling for ideas. You may just have to get something late. Anyway, I just want to share that. I know a lot of creators talk about sharing trans joy, and I want to share the joy of being the parent of a trans person.
Yeah, there it is. It's all about you. She doesn't care about the kid. She cares about the accolades that people are going to throw on her because she is the proud mother of a trans kid. It's selfish and it's disgusting.
And getting to be part of just a really exciting moment for him, for us.
Wait a minute, is it him? Are you dead naming him? It is a him. Why aren't you referring to him as a her? Or was it a her becoming a him? I'm actually kind of confused, but she did say the word son. So I'm assuming her kid was born a boy. So technically, she's dead naming him. Oh my gosh. That's horrible.
It's exciting for me. I love it. I love the name he chose. Just all of it's so cool. All of it's so cool. In the midst of all of this, I'm just so excited. So, bye.
All right, up next is a little bit of lib logic. Now, some might say this is AI, but I'm not sure. No, I'm actually sure it is. But it's entertaining, so take a look.
Burn the flag, it's free expression. But if you burn their rainbow one, it's hate speech. Did you know if they lock their doors, it's safety? But if you build a wall, it's racist? If they identify as 20 genders, it's valid. If you identify as just normal, you're the problem. If they climb your fence, it's trespassing. But if they climb the border, it's migration. If they wave their rainbow flag, it's pride. But if you wave your country's flag, it's hate. Did you know if they spread lies, it's activism? But if you tell the truth, it's misinformation? If we joke about it, it's comedy. If you laugh and don't hit share, that's a crime. Did you know if they censor you, it's safety? But if you question them, it's dangerous.
What country is the Eiffel Tower in?
Eiffel Tower, that's in New York.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
United States.
What? I mean, I think there's like a little Eiffel Tower in Vegas, right? Am I wrong on that? But it's not the Eiffel Tower. My goodness, you are dumb.
What is the closest star to Earth?
I don't know that.
What, are you retarded?
Well, you know how there's stars in the sky. Which one is the closest? What's the name of it?
Is it the North Star? The moon?
The moon. Oh man, I shouldn't be laughing, but how can people make it through an entire educational system, kindergarten through high school, and be this stupid? Seriously, how does that happen?
Close.
What country is the Panama Canal in Cloington?
Pamela?
Pamela Anderson. If you pass the person in second place, what place are you in?
First.
First, okay, first place.
Third.
Third place. That. Okay.
If you pass a person in second, you're in first place.
First. Where did the attack on Pearl Harbor take place?
United States.
More specific.
Okay,
Come on,
that's
Lexi,
good.
you got this.
I want to say Boston or New York, but I don't know, honestly. I really don't.
Son of a...
Wait, I'm so stupid. Is Pearl Harbor, like, not even a place?
Boston? Like the Boston Tea Party.
I don't know. All I know is that Pearl Harbor got bombed. Hawaii.
Women.
And up next, we're going to see some useful idiots proclaim that Mamdani wiped out the deficit in New York in just 100 days. And how did he do that? Well, he taxed the billionaires. But it's not all what it seems. Let's get into it.
Zoran Mamdani eliminated a $12 billion budget by taxing the rich, and he did it in 5.5 months. Zoran is every single thing Donald Trump thinks that Donald Trump is.
I'm hard on him because I know he can do it, and socialism is actually the way forward. Did you?
Yeah, did you know that your glasses could maybe be a little bit bigger? My goodness, lady.
You see, my guy done balanced the New York City budget without sacrificing your money.
Socialist mayor that a lot of you said was going to bankrupt the city just reduced the New York City budget deficit from $12 billion to $0 without cutting any city services.
Oh, but how exactly did he do that?
See, this is what they're afraid of. They're afraid of left-wing politicians actually getting into office because when they do a better job than status quo liberals or right-wing conservatives, because those are the people that blow up budgets by giving away billions of dollars to rich people and supporting stupid shit like perpetual war. And then they tell you that the only way to fix it is by taking things away from working people. Whereas Mamdani comes in, takes nothing away from working people and balances the budget by taxing people with more.
Wait, don't billionaires work? I could have sworn billionaires actually work. There seems to be a slight flaw in your theory, my friend.
More money than God. This is a winning formula. They know it's a winning formula, so they have to convince you not to elect these people, or when they get in, they're going to show you that it's a better path.
Do you guys see what just happened in New York? When you tax billionaires, you get free healthcare, free public transportation. And you get rid of the entire deficit. In what, 130 days?
Wow.
Yeah, see, socialism does work, and you have to tax billionaires. It's not rocket scientists.
The phrase is not rocket scientists. It's not rocket science. So come on, Septum Ring. Stop supporting the theory.
Billionaires have just put a lot of money into propaganda to convince you not to tax them because they're greedy.
Looting the pension fund to pay off the deficit, then saying it was taxing the rich is diabolical levels of manipulation. Even if it were true, basically what he is saying is communism works because we steal to pay our bills. How the F is that working? I'm open to hearing other people's opinions, but when I see a bull ring through their septum, I drop their credibility level to less than 1%.
Communism is a great idea. DEI is my god. Leftism is my new religion.
So Mamdani is trying to put himself over as some kind of savior of New York by taxing the billionaires, apparently. But that's not really what's going on. Let's check out and get a little bit closer to the truth. That would be a good thing.
Victory lap for doing it. Mamdani is touting his proposed budget that wipes away the city's $12 billion deficit over the next 2 fiscal years. The mayor says it's a victory for democratic socialism because he did it without burdening working people. Critics point out New York state taxpayers and Governor Kathy Hochul did most of the heavy lifting, covering $8 billion of the city's $12 billion budget hole. The other money comes from general improvements to the city's financial management, $500 million from taxing wealthy vacation homes, and $1.6 billion from pension restructuring. Watchdogs say kicks the costs down the road to future taxpayers. Now, according to the New York Post, Mamdani's budget proposal also includes hidden fees and fines like increases to ambulance transportation fees, charging people for EMS arriving at the scene, hiking tree replacement fees, and boosting profits from concessions in parks and taxi permits. The budget does not include Mamdani's main campaign promises to increase income taxes on the rich and corporations. Governor Kathy Hochul says that's a no-go. The mayor still says tax hikes are coming despite President Trump's warning.
And undoubtedly, there are a lot of people, a lot of youth in America today that just do not believe in capitalism, in, quite frankly, the American way. And they're choosing to side with socialism or straight up communism. And here's an example of that. Let's take a look.
There are a lot of great gains were gained for the working class. Housing. A lot of people had housing. A lot of people had food security, which never happened in the history of that region. A lot of great things have happened in Russia because of the Soviet Union. I would support a communist party, a party that fights for the workers of the world and the working class. We're also fighting ICE in Minneapolis. We're fighting for workers' rights around Minnesota.
No one is illegal! No one is illegal! All power to the people!
I I don't believe that borders should exist. I believe that the most productive human society would be one without borders at all, where we are a global society. I am a Marxist-Leninist in my personal beliefs. So I believe that the structure of the USSR was somewhat successful. There are certainly lessons to learn. I do like government-controlled economies. I like the way he structured the economy, and I believe the growth they saw under it was amazing. I believe China has seen some of the same growth. You might disagree with it morally, but capitalism isn't working anymore for the working class, and it kind of never has, but especially now we're being crunched. After about 250 years, capitalism has run its course, and it's just not productive anymore. My belief is that we need to develop into socialism with the workers owning the means of production, into communism with the government owning the means of production, and then into anarchism, where we have a stateless...
The Democratic Party is a socialist party, and it has adopted a Marxist paradigm to explain inequality. It doesn't care about fluidity between the classes. We are the most fluid country in the world as far as going from the wealthy to the poor, and the poor to the middle to the wealthy, the middle to the poor. I know so many families that kids were born with affluence and they're poor now, and I know so many people who came here with nothing and are rich. But my point is this, in that Marxist binary, that doesn't happen. It's a complete wall between the oppressed and the oppressors. And that socialist message appeals to a country that has 53 million people that weren't born here, 16% of the population. So that envy, the rich are doing this to me, okay. And that is now combined with DEI. And the idea is the wealthy are the white people, even though I just quoted that statistically it's Indian Americans, Chinese Americans, Japanese Americans, Arab Americans that statistically are more likely to have a higher household income than so-called whites.
Did you see somebody tried to kill President Trump last weekend at the White House Correspondents' Dinner? What was your reaction to that?
I'm never happy about things like that. We're a peaceful organization. We aim for peace.
Yeah.
So it is just a little bit crazy everything that's going on. It's sad. It's sad.
Would you say political violence should be off the table?
Violence, it should be off the table. However,
and there it is. Should never use violence, but, or however. So let's see how she spins this justification.
we have to be very affirmative about changes, about fighting in a good way for changes.
In a peaceful way, right?
If possible, in a peaceful way.
If possible, yeah, if it's possible, we'll do it, but only if it's possible. Only if it's, possible.
When not possible?
If not possible, we have to organize. And through organizing, we find a solution together.
And that's, bombing Tesla dealerships and shooting people on the streets.
And sometimes is that solution violent? Because it sounded like you said there might be an exception to that, right?
It's hard to say. When you deal with human beings...
Look, it's not hard to say. You just don't be violent. That's not very difficult.
A lot of things happens in a movement. If you look at throughout history, there's so many things that happened in the past. And our...
Wow, that's profound. In history, there's so many things that happened, in the past.
Goal is to be a non-violent movement, if possible.
There it is again. If possible.
So we have to educate ourselves and fight, if possible, in a good way.
Yeah, as an organization, we believe in not being violent until we need to be violent. And then we're going to be violent as much as we want because we're justified, because we're killing the capitalist devils. We're the good guys, I swear. Several shows ago, we had an AI representation of what the world would be like if there were no Democrats. And now a video has surfaced, basically the same thing, but in reverse. And now we're going to get a glimpse of what the world would be like if there were only Democrats. Let's take a look. It's not great.
When you do communism right, it works perfectly and everyone loves it.
And it only took 200 million starving to get here.
That's less than half as many as we thought.
There has been another terrorist attack with 33 dead. The American government has decided not to do anything about it since we probably deserved it.
It sure is great that abortion is now free and available for everyone everywhere.
Yeah,
But it's too bad that there aren't any babies to abort since we outlawed being a heterosexual.
Murdering those families was wrong, but you're an immigrant and you probably just didn't know any better. Plus, we shut down all prisons. You're free to go.
This is wrong! You need to lock him up!
How dare you question our compassion? Execute that man immediately! I found more letters we need to add to the acronym.
It's already so large it's throwing off the rotation of the Earth. If we add any more letters, we'll die.
Then we die!
Everyone just stay in line and walk through the scanner. It's going to check how dark your skin is to see how many benefits you get. If I were you, I wouldn't bother.
The U.S. has run out of money.
Can't we just murder more billionaires and confiscate their wealth?
There are no more left. I'm afraid someone in our country is actually going to have to get a job and work.
Hey, if you're enjoying the show and would like to sponsor an episode, it is super easy. You can do a super thanks, you can do a PayPal, or we can do a hot chocolate together. Scan the QR code. All the links are down below. And I do appreciate all your support. I bring you this next clip because I saw it and I think you need to see it so that we can share in the horror together. We could, talk about the nightmares we're going to have because of this clip. So get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blaze and Daddy Paul. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn the shoot to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geek, yo. Need to get go with an extreme.
All right, my friends, it is time to check out cuisines around the world. Next, we're going to see a delicacy enjoyed by kids in Africa, at least in a part of Africa. Now, this might be a breakfast scene that we're going to look at. I'm not exactly sure, but in America, kids for breakfast might enjoy a big bowl of Cap'n Crunch, whereas wherever this is taking place in Africa, these kids enjoy this. Look, I'm not judging. You got to eat what you got to eat to survive, right? However, I do need to question, where has all the money gone? This is Africa before $2.6 trillion in aid occurred. And let's see what things are like now. After all that money has flowed into the country, let's see. Oh, after the $2.6 trillion in U.S. aid. Boy, it looks pretty much the same. I wonder where all that money went. Strange. And finally, we have a real case game of Jenga. I'm telling you, this is crazy. This guy displaces one, not even a huge boulder. I wouldn't even consider it a boulder, just a large rock. And, the mountainside didn't like it. Take a look.
But wait! There's more!
Well, that's a wrap for today, my friends. Thank you for spending time with me. I do appreciate it. And don't forget to like, share, that it's super important to help grow the channel. Subscribe, slap that bell all over the place. And hey, you know what? Give me a hype if you can. Appreciate it. And until the next episode, stay safe and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.